Have you ever doubted your worth? Have you ever felt like you weren't enough, like no matter what you did, it wasn't good enough? I know that feeling. I used to measure my worth by how much others valued me. If people praised me, I felt important. If they ignored me, I felt invisible. But here's the truth I learned. Your worth is not defined by others. It is something you already have within you. Too often, we let society, our past experiences, and even our own negative thoughts make us question our value. But you were created with purpose, with potential, and with a unique gift that no one else has. Today, we're diving deep into understanding your worth, why it's essential, how to stop doubting yourself, and the powerful transformation that happens when you trust your value. Stay with me until the end because this message might just change how you see yourself forever. Self-doubt is one of the most destructive forces in our lives. It whispers in your ear, making you question if you're good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. And if you listen to it long enough, it starts to shape your reality. Did you know that over 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem at some point in their lives? According to studies from the National Institute of Mental Health, self-doubt can lead to anxiety, depression, and even missed opportunities in life. When you don't trust your value, you accept less than you deserve in relationships, work, and life. Fear failure so much that you don't take risks. Struggle with confidence, even when you have talent and potential. But here's something important to remember. Self-doubt is a lie. Comes from fear, not from truth. The key to overcoming it is learning to separate your doubts from reality. You are worthy not because of what you do, but because of who you are. The moment you stop doubting your worth, your entire life will change. Many of us tie our worth to external things, our job, our success, our looks, or how others perceive us. But what happens when those things change? What happens when you fail or when the compliments stop? If your value is based on external validation, it will always be fragile. But when your value comes from within, it becomes unshakable. Psychologists refer to this as intrinsic self-worth, the belief that your value is not something you earn, but something you already possess. The world may try to make you forget this, but deep inside, you were born with value that no one can take away. So, where does your worth truly come from? It comes from your existence, your uniqueness, and the impact you are meant to have in this world. You are not here by accident. If you were not meant to be here, you wouldn't be. Your worth is already inside you. You just need to recognize it, embrace it, and own it. We live in a world that constantly tells us we are not enough. Advertisements tell us we need to look a certain way. Social media makes us feel like we must be successful, wealthy, and popular to matter. But here's the truth. None of that determines your worth. Society's standards are always shifting. The perfect body, the ideal success, these things change over time. If you keep chasing them, you'll never feel complete. Instead of letting society define your worth, ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? Who am I when I'm not performing for others? That real, authentic version of you is already worthy. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not something you have to fight for. It's something you already possess. One of the greatest threats to self-worth is comparison. It makes you focus on what you lack instead of appreciating what you have. And in today's world, where we constantly see other people's highlight reels on social media, it's easy to feel like we don't measure up. But here's the truth. Comparison is an illusion. When you compare yourself to someone else, you're only seeing a small part of their life. You see their achievements, but not their struggles. You see their success, but not their failures. Instead of comparing yourself to others, shift your focus to your own journey. Your path is unique. Your timing is different. The only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. You have your own gifts, your own strengths, and your own purpose. When you stop comparing and start embracing who you are, you will finally see your true worth. True self-worth doesn't come from others recognizing your value. It comes from knowing your own worth, even when no one else sees it. Here's how you can start building unshakable self-worth. Speak positively to yourself. Your words shape your reality. Surround yourself with positive influences. Distance yourself from negativity. Celebrate small achievements. Every step forward matters. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Growth means learning from failure. Follow your passions. Your gifts are connected to your purpose. When you start trusting your value, your confidence will grow. And when you believe in yourself, the world will reflect that belief back to you. Many people struggle with self-worth because they don't respect themselves. They tolerate mistreatment, ignore their own needs, and put others first to the point of self-sacrifice. But self-respect and self-worth go hand in hand. You cannot value yourself if you constantly allow others to treat you poorly. Self-respect means setting boundaries. It means saying no to things that drain you, even if it upsets others. It means refusing to stay in toxic relationships, declining unfair treatment, and standing firm in your values. When you start respecting yourself, you teach others how to treat you. A person with self-respect doesn't beg for attention or approval. They don't settle for less than they deserve. They understand that their worth is not negotiable. If someone doesn't see your value, that's their loss, not yours. So, ask yourself today, am I respecting myself? Am I allowing others to treat me in ways that I wouldn't accept for someone I love? If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. Your worth is too great to be ignored. You deserve to be valued, and it starts with valuing yourself. One of the biggest mistakes we make is allowing other people to define our worth. We seek validation from friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers on social media. But relying on external approval is dangerous because people's opinions are constantly changing. One day, someone may praise you, and the next, they may criticize you. If your self-worth is tied to what others think, your confidence will always be unstable. But true confidence comes from knowing your worth, even when no one else acknowledges it. Think about some of the greatest minds in history. Many of them were rejected, ridiculed, or doubted before they succeeded. Oprah Winfrey was once told she wasn't fit for television. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global success. Imagine if they had let other people's opinions define them. If you constantly seek validation from others, you will always feel like you're not enough. But if you learn to validate yourself, you become unstoppable. You don't need anyone's approval to be valuable, you already are. The most important voice in your life is the one inside your head. What do you say to yourself when no one else is listening? Do you speak words of encouragement, or do you criticize yourself harshly? Many people struggle with negative self-talk. They say things like, "I'm not good enough. I always mess up. No one cares about me." But the truth is, your mind believes what you tell it most. If you keep repeating negative thoughts, they will shape your self-image. The good news is that you can rewrite your inner narrative. Start replacing self-doubt with self-belief. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am worthy and capable." Instead of, "I always mess up," say, "I learn from my mistakes and grow stronger." Every day, make a conscious effort to speak kindly to yourself. Your words have power. When you change the way you talk to yourself, you change the way you see yourself. And when you see yourself differently, your whole world transforms. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trusting yourself even when you don't have all the answers. It's about believing that you are worthy, despite your flaws and imperfections. Many people think confidence comes from success, but the truth is, confidence leads to success. When you believe in yourself, you take more chances, push past fear, and open doors to new opportunities. So how do you start walking in confidence? Stop apologizing for being yourself. You don't have to shrink to make others comfortable. Focus on your strengths. You have talents and skills that make you unique. Embrace them. Step outside your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people around you affect your mindset. Practice self-acceptance. Confidence comes from embracing who you are, flaws and all. Walking in confidence doesn't mean you'll never have doubts. It means you choose to trust yourself anyway. If you take anything from this video, let it be this: you are already enough. You don't need more money, more success, or more approval from others to be valuable. Your worth is not something you have to prove. It's something you already have. Stop doubting yourself. Stop seeking validation from people who don't see your value. Stop letting fear keep you from stepping into your greatness. Trust your value and live boldly. When you start believing in yourself, the world will reflect that belief back to you. You were created for something great, and the only thing standing in your way is self-doubt. Let it go. Walk in confidence. Own your worth. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more uplifting and empowering content. You are worthy, you are valuable, and you are enough.